Amie, Stolen Future by Lucinda E. Clark, with an excerpt read by Gabby Plum. Behind her veil, the tears streamed down Amie's face as she watched them lower the coffins into the freshly dug graves. She could remember little about the previous few days and constantly fought an overwhelming panic. Her mind was a jumble of disconnected thoughts, blurred memories and questions. Strangers had invaded her world to arrange this dreadful funeral. From where she was standing on the far side of the cemetery, partially concealed behind an tall mahogany tree, she could see Uma Adede, the witch doctor who had once foretold her future. What was she doing here? There were others. Mrs. Motswezi from the orphanage where Amie had first found Angelina, half-familiar faces from the club, couples they dined or swam with at the beach. There was a tall, very good-looking man with blonde hair she'd never seen before. He was probably from the embassy. And there was Ken, of course, the sun gleaming off his dark skin and black curly hair that spoke of his African heritage. Even Jennifer and Patrick were there. But she wasn't allowed to talk to them, neither could she approach them. At one point, without thinking, she'd taken a step forward as if to walk over and join them, but a hand had grabbed her arm and held her back.
"You can't go any closer. Not now, and not ever."
The stern voice had displayed no emotion. At last the preacher finished his eulogy. One by one, the mourners filed past the graves on their way to the cars. Uma Adede looked up and stared directly at Amie. And even though she was shrouded in a black muslin veil and hidden behind the tree, Amie could have sworn she gave her a brief nod. But then the elderly witch doctor walked out of the graveyard without a backward glance. Did their eyes really connect, or was it her imagination? Once all the mourners had departed and the preacher had hurried away, Amie was herded straight to the car, then back to her prison room. And once more the door was firmly locked behind her.